Hello, Pisces. Welcome to the Pisces weekly reading. This is for October 20th through the 26th. I'm so glad you joined me. We have some excellent cards. In fact, you guys have had like one of the most excellent card readings yet. Stuff just was falling out of the deck. But check out Aquarius because they actually had a card that wasn't even in the deck that I was using. Now, we are, of course, going to use the traditional tarot. And then we're going to do things a little different today. Some signs that I did yesterday did the Wheel of the Year, but we are going to clarify with the Ocean Tarot. So the Ocean Tarot is going to be our clarifiers today. And I went ahead and just pulled some cards. Hopefully that will, speed things up a bit. But we have the Sun. The Sun. The most positive card in our deck, we have the Sun. So the Sun is, positivity. It's the most positive card in our deck. So positivity, freedom, fun, success, optimism, vitality, joy, confidence, self-expression, good luck, enthusiasm, happiness, truth, openness, and pregnancy. So this week you could be having a lot of positivity, a lot of good things happening. I pulled some clarifiers for you. So that could be because you have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is about, being weary after battle. You're wounded, but you're still going. You're still trying to stick through it. And this is why the positivity could be coming through because you're working hard. You're trying to stick it out. You're trying to, push through almost. Like I keep hearing push through. You're trying to persevere. So that could be why the Sun has come up. Because I have the King of Pentacles. So this could be your stability. You're trying to work hard on being stable in your life. You're trying to work on being wealthy, prosperous, abundance. You could be working on all of that. So that's why the Sun could come in because we have the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is very much like the Sun. So the positivity, getting what you want, a happily ever after, so to speak. So this is much like the this is like the Sun, the Ten of Cups, fulfillment, joy, getting what you want, getting what you need. So the next card I pulled is the Magician. So creativity, action, power, manifestation, skill, magic, work, self-employment, a smooth talker, having the gift of gab, willpower, directing your will, creative visualization. I can't even say it. Sorry. Manifesting your desires. So that could be why you have the Sun, creeping into the part of your week. The first part of your week, you could be just full of abundance. And it could be this. It could be a situation that you are kind of juggling right now. You're kind of, the jack of all trades. You are someone who is juggling a lot. You have a lot on your plate. So because of that, you could be experiencing a tower moment. That's why the Sun may have come in because you had a tower moment. Something will abruptly end and then a new beginning will come right in. This could be old foundations have, come to end. Old foundations because the new foundation will be built right back up. And again, you may be manifesting your desires. So you may have to have a tower moment to manifest. Something will have to end for something else to come in because you have the Four of Wands, which is like a marriage card. It's a celebration card. It's a great card to have. It's like the Sun and it's like the Ten of Cups as well. So you have that abundance. You have all this stuff coming in for you. So the Sun, of course. And like I said, you may have to have a tower moment for that. Keep being steadfast. Again, just because you have a tower moment doesn't mean that the Ace of Wands doesn't come up. So the Ace of Wands here, new beginnings, good news, physically starting something, creative spark, new initiative, finding new passion, enthusiasm, urgency, accepting a challenge, potential, talent, growth, action, travel, excitement, getting in the game. So you are ready for that new adventure. So it seems like if you had a tower moment to get you to those new beginnings, it looks like a new passion is coming out of that. So this could be a hobby of yours that's very lucrative. You are getting your happily ever after. You're getting what you need, the Four of Wands. So we have the Queen of Wands. Again, the Queen of Wands. I am technically also a Queen of Wands. I am an Aries Taurus cusp. And I think it's funny that my man is an Aries sun and a Taurus rising. So, but anyway, you have that again with the wands, you have that passion, that desire. You are a go-getter. You like to, your Pisces are more dreamers, but they also can put that into action. So through manifestation, you can actually follow a passion and be a go-getter, where you're a very good business person. You're a good business sense. You follow your passions. You like to go from passion to passion. A new hobby here, like I said, we have the Page of Cups. So this could be news about something new for you. Could be a new love. Could be new, abundance. Emotions coming in here. So you could be emotional about a certain hobby or passion that you have. So keep going with that. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is kind of like you're manifesting. You're sowing the seeds. So you're visualizing what you need to have a better life. You're sowing the seeds now. So you're getting into, what you need for that. So the next card, you're going to laugh because it's the Fool. We're all the Fool, right? We all have new beginnings. So innocence, freedom, originality, adventure, travel, foolishness, carelessness, idealism, youth, spontaneous, lack of commitment, new beginnings. So new beginnings, again, this has to do with Ace of Wands. So you have new beginnings coming in. It could be because you had that tower moment. So out of that, we have the clarification of the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups are hopeless romantics. They kind of wear their hearts on their sleeves. They are, passionate about things. Just like, fire signs. You are a water sign, Pisces. You are a fish. So water sign. But definitely, you see the water in the Fool, and you see him with his head held high. Like the water doesn't even faze him, he's just going and doing his thing. So do your thing, okay? Bring your emotions into it. Love who you can, and take nothing for granted is what I keep hearing. Take nothing for granted when it comes to new beginnings. Go for your passions. And even if you have a tower moment, you will come up. It's like I was saying for, I think Sagittarius. If you fell into a den of coal, you would come up with roses. So that's where I feel like, you are like the lucky ones. You are the dreamers, but then you can put those dreams into actions, even if you have like a tower moment. So I have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is destiny. This is the wheel turning chance. This is definitely karma. What goes around comes around. But this is like you're fated to do this. So you're fated to have a tower moment. And I keep hearing it's like a blessing in disguise, because your wheel is ever turning. You are destined for greatness. And this week is you are literally going and going and going and going, and it's showing that your wheel is coming, your destiny is coming, your fate is coming. We also have justice here. Justice is usually can be about a legal settlement, can be something legal. It also could be karma. What goes around comes around. My ex is a Pisces, so I have to kind of watch that. But yeah, whatever the justice means to you could be something legal, could be something is coming to fruition, like you are destined to have a legal matter that goes in your favor. I hope my ex doesn't do that. But again, we have the Wheel of Fortune again. So the last card I pulled, Wheel of Fortune. So destiny, good luck, chance, karma, soulmates, decisive moments, cycles of life, fate, fortune, upheaval, chance, gambling. You cannot step into the same river twice. And I always bring up that Pocahontas song. I think it's called Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called anymore. I haven't seen Pocahontas in years, but it's like, she always says, you can't step in the same river twice, and I love that. She says, what I love most about rivers is you can't step in the same river twice. I'm not going to sing it because it is copyrighted, but so for clarification, we have the Queen of Swords here. Oh, I'm so sorry. So for you, the Queen of Swords is someone who is logical, someone who thinks with their head and not their heart, someone who cuts away the stuff that no longer serves them. The sword is for cutting away of negativity as well. So if something is interfering with your fate or your destiny, like motions, negative thoughts, cut them away. Cut people who are negative out of your life if you can. I'm no expert, but I would definitely, try to do that. I've done that too with people who have wronged me as well. My mother, for example, her and I do not get along, and she was not very nice to me when I was a child. So because here we have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is basically, heartbreak, betrayal. You may feel that now if you have to cut some people out of your life, some people who are negative, who don't help you, don't serve you. Cutting them out of your life may be heartbreaking for you. But just remember that this is for the good of you. Also, if you are having trouble and need to talk to someone, you can always talk to a spiritual advisor. The Hierophant is here. If you need to talk to like a preacher, priest, or pastor, whatever, if you want to talk to a good friend. Also, he is advising these two. You could talk to like a life coach. Again, I'm no expert, so you do whatever you feel is necessary for you. But if you need that help, there's always people that can help you and talk to you. Maybe it's a good friend that you can reside in. But that really seemed to be the only like negative cards you had were basically, and throughout this whole reading. I mean, it's literally like you have the Sun, the Magician, you have the Ace of Wands, the Fool, and of course you have Destiny, which is Wheel of Fortune. But if you are having some negativity in your life and you're cutting people out of your life, and that can be heartbreaking, especially if they're family members and they're, like a mother, for example, or a father, for example, or any kind of family member that you are close to, that can be very heartbreaking. I suggest that you could, talk that out with like a life coach or a professional, someone who will listen and can hear your deep, thoughts about that, because that can be very heartbreaking. Okay, well, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Because everything looks positive for you, even if some things are negative. They're for the greater good. They're for your greater good, so that you can keep getting your sun. You can keep manifesting your desires, because it looks like new things are coming in, new possibilities, new beginnings. So it looks like you are actually on the right path. And if you have to cut some people out of your life, well, talk to a professional if that hurts. You're going to have heartbreaks along the way. So just, seek out who you need to for advice, whether that be a professional or a good friend or whatever. Again, I'm not one to give you advice, but, if you do seek out help, there is stuff available for you. Okay. So again, this was for the week of the 20th through the 26th. I hope you enjoyed that, Pisces. If you could if you did resonate with this, if you could subscribe, and comment, and then, share this with as many people as you know, any Pisces that you know who would resonate with this. If it did resonate with you, leave a heart or leave a comment in the comment section. I'm going to do what the Good Witch does. And basically what she does is she takes all the people who like their signs the most, and she keeps doing them. So if that is you, if you love this reading, please hit that like button, and you can comment that this resonated with you. Even if it didn't resonate with you, you can say that too. I need to have any kind of feedback because we're going to show YouTube that, people do want to watch this show and they do want to get their readings and stuff. So hopefully I will see you next week, Pisces. Have a great week because you have a lot of great stuff coming up for you.